Good morning. Good morning to all the viewers from India as well as abroad for the today's national webinar series on doubling farmers' income by 2022, organized by Shobhit Institute of Engineering and Technology, Meerut, deemed to be university. And this webinar series is being formulated and provided through the centers of excellence of the university, Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, and Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies. Today, the topic is integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture, MAPA Biofarms for Income Revolution. So far, under this webinar series, the university has organized 7 webinars on the topic, namely, the role of agricultural cooperative societies and e-governance, which was inaugurated by Dr. Ashok Dalwai, a senior IAS officer at the rank of Secretary to Government of India, and also the chairman of the Doubling the Farmers' Income by 2022 Task Force, and also now the chairman for the Empowered Committee for Implementation of Doubling the Farmers' Income by 2022 Committee Reports Recommendation. He's also patron of this webinar series, and the Honorable Chancellor is the chief patron. On behalf of the Chancellor of the university, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of the university, and on behalf of the faculty members, and on behalf of myself as the chairman of these 2 centers of excellence, I welcome all of you. In the 7 webinars which we held so far, I mentioned about the role of agricultural cooperative societies and e-governance. The second one was on blockchain technology-based fishery value chain. Third one was on a self-contained village, a felt need of the day, which is important today as we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic, situation. The fourth one was Spices Informatics Network Value Chain. Fifth, Lantana Camera, a camouflaged treasure trove, which can bring in livelihood opportunities to 14 crore tribal population, as well as about 13 crore farming community. The sixth one was on smart hill agriculture, which is also very important in the sense that 10% of the world population live in hill area where they face the problem of food, energy, and water. The seventh one was on Mera Mobile, Mera Marketing. Today, we'll have a talk on integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture, MAPA Biofarms for Income Revolution, by an eminent scientist, researcher, and academician, Professor Dr. Samuel Gnanaprakash Vincent, head of the Center for Marine Sciences and Technology, Manoenmaniam Sundaranath University, Rajakamangalam, Kanyakumari District, Tamil Nadu. Before I formally introduce Professor Prakash and also invite him to deliver his address on the very important topic, I would like to introduce to the audience related information on the topic. What are the issues related to mariculture? How we can get benefit from aquaponics and precision agriculture? And why MAPA Biofarms is necessary? They're all will be explained very effectively by Professor Prakash. But it is, as a moderator, it is my responsibility to give some related information. We have been talking about sustainability of agriculture and food systems. The world is facing unprecedented global challenge that affect the sustainability of food and agriculture systems, and thus the livelihoods of millions of farmers worldwide. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, adopted in a world where food insecurity and hunger present at an enormous global challenge. This challenge poses severe threats to achieving the right to adequate food and the fundamental right of everyone to be free from hunger. More food will be needed to feed a growing population, and to meet sustainability goals, the bulk of this increase must come from a shift toward local, small and marginal farmers and food systems. Frontier technologies. The frontiers of technologies have been constantly expanded in many industries around the world, including the agricultural sector. Among the many frontier technologies in agriculture are protected agriculture, precision agriculture, and vertical farming, all of which depart substantially from many conventional agricultural production methods. According to the latest report from International Food Policy Research Institute, authored by Dr. Takeshima and Prabhat and P.K. Joshi, they say that it is not yet clear how these technologies can become adoptable in developing countries, including, for example, South Asian countries like India. Technologies and scientific methods and advancements in the area of genome, robotics, informatics, and nanotechnologies, this put together as a green technology, GRIN. Previously, we had green revolution. Now, the latest revolution will be green revolution based on genomics, genome, robotics, informatics, and nano. These technologies can be the future of farming technologies, and remote sensing and geospatial technologies are helping to establish more effective and efficient farming technique. Doubling the farmers' income by 2022, it is a national mission of India. I was associated during the formulation of the draft of this report in two subcommittees as its chairman. One is on digital technology in agriculture, volume 12B, chapter 7, 8, 9, 10, which deal with digital technology in agriculture. And in the chapter 10, the recommendations have been given as to how digital technology in agriculture should be utilized. And this report, this chapter, give strategic recommendations about, in the order of about 7 in numbers. One is digitalized agriculture, digital technology and innovation in agriculture, synergization of Digital India, Make in India, Skill India, and Startup India programs for transformational reforms in agriculture through major 3 subcategories: smart irrigated agri-systems, smart rain-fed agri-systems, and smart tribal agri-systems. So this can usher in large-scale startups comprising of agri-tech students and information tech students and youths. Second is very important, digitalized agromet advisories and agricultural risk management system. This also can lead to large number of startups. Third is digitalized agricultural resources information system and micro level planning for achieving smart village, and smart farming. Agricultural resources leading to agriculture, horticulture, sericulture, floriculture, apiculture, livestock, and fisheries are necessary, and also based on which micro-level planning for achieving smart village and smart farming in this category are needed. Another area for large scale, ushering in, startups. Fourth is digitalized agriculture value chain from farms to profit. There are about something like 400 commodities which we need to bring in under digital technology, digitalized. India is a country where we get almost 365 days sunlight, and we grow agriculture throughout the year. Meeting. வேற பிரச்சனை ஒன்றும் இல்லையே? அப்படியா? நான் மீட்டிங்ல இருக்கேன். என்ன சொல்றாங்க? Sorry. The fifth one is digitalized access to inputs, technology, knowledge, skill, agricultural finance, credit, marketing, and agribusiness management to farmers. This also can bring in large scale digitalization to the farmers, for the farmers. And sixth is digitalized integrated land and water management systems. Seventh is digitalized farm health management. It is to promote One Health, eco health, plant health, animal health, soil health, water health, and fish health, and human health for a reduction of farmers' losses. This can redefine health informatics in the country. As of now, we talk about only human health. 85% of the disease comes from animal. COVID situation is one among them. So it is a time now that to have an integrated health management system in the country. Once again, it can usher in large-scale startups in the country. Towards this, the university has published already a policy paper, whoever is interested, we can send those articles to them. Precision agriculture, the future of precision farming with IoT. Farmers increase the precision of their farming operations using sophisticated technology. A key component of this farm management approach is the use of information technology and a wide array of items such as GPS guidance, control systems, sensors, robotics, drones, autonomous vehicles, variable rate technology, GPS-based soil sampling, automated hardware, telematics, and software. Now, today's present topic, integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture. Vertical farming innovations could revolutionize agriculture. Aquaculture is related to fresh water. Mariculture is related to seawater. Mariculture is as important for India marine organism for food and other products in the open ocean and enclosed section of ocean, or in tanks, ponds, or raceways which are filled with the seawater. India should embark on mariculture as vigorously as agriculture, given its 7,500 kilometer long coastal line, 9 coastal states and 4 coastal union territories. Further, it doesn't require pesticides, fertilizer, water for irrigation, which is an added advantage. Aquaponics. Aquaponics is the combination of aquaculture and hydroponics. And it is a unique method of growing food that uses the normal function of plants and fish to produce large amount of foods in compact spaces, which Professor Prakash will explain to us very effectively. Automated aquaponics system is a smart farming for the changing climate. This is what IIT Kharagpur says in its latest article dated 5th August 2020. And also in the article says aquaponics has been around for centuries in one form or other. Major problems in land-based aquaculture. The major problem in land-based aquaculture is that fish waste in the water creates continuously elevating levels of ammonia. And Professor Prakash will deal in this one very effectively in his lecture. And the major problem in hydroponics is that ongoing need for large inputs of fertilizer. By combining fish and plants into one system, aquaponics can solve the primary problems of both aquaculture and hydroponics. And now there is also a lot of discussion going on. Is it not possible to fit aquaponics under the permaculture design? Is the natural, agricultural systems. It draws from several disciplines, including organic farming, agroforestry, integrated farming, sustainable development, and applied ecology. And another area of concern is also that India is, endowed with, coastal area, which breeds about something like 844 seaweed species, and a country with a coastline of 7,500 kilometers. And Central Salt and Marine Chemicals Research Institute at Bhavnagar, Gujarat has done a pioneering work in this area. And even in the Gulf of Mannar, there are about 306 seaweeds, after which 252 are edible in nature. The seaweeds found are in plenty, and it will be good to cultivate them in large scale as done in the countries like Japan. Let us now turn to listen to the address of Professor Samuel Jnana Prakash Vincent on the topic integrated mariculture, aquaponics, precision agriculture, so as to establish MAPA Biofarms to produce income revolution for the MAPA Biofarming farmers of India. Dr. Prakash, Jnana Prakash Vincent is the chairman, is the professor and head of the department, Center for Marine Science and Technology, Manonmanim Suddarnad University, Rajakamangalam, Kanyakumari District, Tamil Nadu. He is that fellow of Germany, EMBO fellow of Germany, UNESCO Fellowship Awardee, Italy, Marie Curie Fellow, European Commission. He is one of the very rare scientists in the country. And he is also focal point for the European Commission. And he is a chairman associate India for BRICS Biomedical Consortium. Since he had his research and training in 4 universities and 2 research centers in Europe, in total for a period of 5 years since 1994. Currently, he is the professor and head of the department of the Center for Marine Science and Technology of Manonmanim Sundarnad University, Rajakamangalam. He has guided 9 PhD scholars and currently guiding 8 PhD scholars. He has guided 45 MPhil scholars. Recently, his group discovered a novel antibiotic, alamgenithosin, an active against human superbugs. He was an invited speaker at the Indo-Russia bilateral meeting at Tomsk, Russia, European Union, India STA Cooperation Days, Bioeconomy in Goa in September 2016, and BRICS Biomed meeting at BRICS Summit, Delhi, October 2016. He was an invited speaker at Third Forum on Small Business of SCO and BRICS regions at Ufa, Russia in September 2017, and BRICS Biomedical meeting, Chongqing, China in June 2018. In July 2018, he was invited to address the inaugural meeting of BRICS Biomedical Industry Alliance, Shanghai, China. Recently, September 2018, he visited and initiated product development collaboration with the Swiss Federal Research Center, St. Gallen, Switzerland, and Frankfurt Innovation Center, Frankfurt. Dr. Samuel Jnana Prakash Vincent hails from Tiruthuvapuram, Kanyakumari district, India. Dr. Prakash Vincent, over to you for your address. Dr. Prakash, please unmute. We are not able to hear you.
No, it's unmuted, Professor.
Okay, fine.
You hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear, yeah? Okay. Thank you, Professor Moni, for inviting me or giving me an opportunity. Thank you, Vice Chancellor Kanwar of Shobhit University, also giving me an opportunity to present an important topic. So, I hail from Manonmaniam Sundarar University at the down south, the southern part of India, and our center is also near Kanyakumari. And this is my content of the talk. For a brief few minutes, I'll talk about our Center for Marine Science and Technology, and also what expertise we gained from the center, also with international collaboration. Then I'll come to the main topic, doubling of farmers' income by 2022, Government of India criteria, the global market size from aquaculture, also from fresh fruits and vegetables. Then I'll go on to explain MAPA Biofarms, the 8 units of MAPA Biofarms. Also, how global technologies can be adopted in India, like unit 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 will tell about that. Then finally, the clean energy concepts in MAPA Biofarm. Then I'll come on to explain the concept of national facility for marine larvae, which we are planning to establish at Rajakamangalam. Then the final part, what next? How we're planning for a pilot plant of MAPA and NFML. And finally, the concluding prospects of the doubling of farmers' income through this MAPA biofarms, and how a farming society is backed by venture capitalists can bring in the agriculture revolution, what Professor Mani was telling about. So that will be my content of the talk. Now, where we are located. Okay, so you see, this is Kanyakumari, aerial shot of Kanyakumari. Many of you would have come, Vivekananda Rock, and this is the Tiruvalluvar statue. So this is Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, about 20 kilometers north into the Arabian Sea. This place is called Rajakamangalam, where our Center for Marine Science and Technology is located. Our main campus is about 100 kilometers in Tirunelveli. The Manonmaniam Sundarar University is a Tamil state government university, established about 30 years ago. And currently our Vice Chancellor is Professor Pichumani, of a well-renowned chemist. I thank also Professor Vice Chancellor for giving opportunity, all the facilities here given in the CMST, and very easily mingling with us. Thank you, sir, for this. Next, this is a view of Center for Marine Science and Technology. It's 30 years old. Until now, we have produced about 175 PhD scholars, and we have more than 2,000 alumni of CMST, research lab, 7 research lab, we have 10 faculty. We have PhD in marine science, marine biotechnology, 30 PhD scholars are doing. We have MSc Marine Biotechnology program, MSc Microbiology, and MSc Marine Science program. It's a 5 years integrated program, 3 years plus 2 years. 5 years they study together and get their integrated degree. So Center for Marine Science and Technology, I'd like to tell significant contributors. No, one late Dr. Peter Marian was the founder of the center. Dr. Lazarus, 95 to 2001, he was there. Professor Lipton, 2006 to 2009. And also I'd like to mention our former Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Bhaskar of Manonmaniam, who is now in Anna University. All these people have contributed a lot of things for the development of CMST, the facilities created, the permission given. This is what, when I tell like something like proposing some like a MAPA Biofarm, I should remember them how much they helped me all through the way for many aspects, just for this thing. And this is our lab, like we have 7 labs, like this is one of the lab, the nanobiotechnology lab. And here's me, we have a group of startups explaining students on the startups. We have very good young population, which I believe that MAPA Biofarms, they'll have the trained manpower in 2-3 years to keep it running and expanding to different parts of India, and also other students from now. So this is a MSc course. We have practical oriented. We take them to fields, and then they learn a lot about the marine environment, etc. Marine science to integrator. And this is the timeline of CMST. Started 1990. We got MPhil course in aquaculture, PG diploma coastal aquaculture. MSc marine biotechnology started in 96. Then we had MPhil microbial technology, marine biotechnology. MSc microbiology started, still going on. And we had for a short time now MSc nanobiotechnology, PG diploma in nanobiotechnology, MSc marine science. 2017, after my taking over, we started this program. And we had a lot of international alumni trained in like MSc. We had this International Center for Nanobiotechnology. We had scientists from 19 countries coming over here and trained on DNA microarray. We are well trained in molecular biology also, not only marine science, molecular biology, biochemistry. So we had a training practical course, practicals on DNA microarray. It was 2009, some time back. We had a good number of alumni. Some molecular facilities at Center for, we have 2 or 3 HPLC, PCR, qPCR, or genomics lab and the biochemical lab. Okay, coming to my experience, no? This was my PhD work, working on shrimps, Penaeus monodon, way back about 22 years back. Then I published a paper on development of Vitellogenin-ELISA and in vivo bioassay and identification of 2 Vitellogenesis inhibiting hormone of tiger shrimp, Penaeus monodon, marine biotechnology. It was published. And a few years back, I got an opportunity to get through the Marie Curie Fellow for European Commission project, and then develop a transgenic fish. So this fish with a genome integrator, no? Germline integration of membrane GFP, nuclear RP, we developed. This is for studying myogenesis or muscle development. That was my work on the thing. Then recently, we worked on a lot of trying to identify some novel molecule. After 7 years of research, we could identify one novel molecule, no? Alagenin-Tyson. Then structure was characterized by a German team, where one of my students, Muttamul Indian, went over there under the EMBO short-term fellowship and could finish up the work. 4 molecules we chased, and 1 molecule, 3 is known, and 1 is Alagenin-Tyson, unknown molecule. And Dr. Rajesh Kannan was the one who started the work. He is now a scientist in Satyabama University, and then the Guinean is in York Bioscience. Okay, this is some background of what we are and we're trying to do. Now the main thing, you know, like this is a nifty policy paper, doubling farmers' income, like a roadmap. You know, they have given 7 points how you can double that. Okay, one is that increase in productivity of crops, like increase in production of livestock, improvement in efficiency of input use, cost savings, increase in crop intensity, diversification towards high value crops, improved price realization by farmers, shift of cultivators to non-farm jobs. So the 7 criteria of like doubling the farmers' income. So this is the thing. Now, coming to like, if you want to think of doubling the farmers' income, you should know, like, or we should know what is the global market. Okay, unless, because we have domestic market, global market. Always like a good price we get when we go global. Good quality, if you maintain good quality, okay, very good price we'll get. Okay, now aquaculture is like the 3 types. No, it's a freshwater culture, mariculture, marine water culture, mariculture, or brackish water culture. Fish types like carbs, crustaceans, mackerel, milkfish, mollusks, salmon, sea bass, sea bream, trout. You see, what is the market for this thing? If you see that it is by 2022, the market is like 242 billion by 2022, billion US dollar. How much it turns out? It is rupees 18 lakh crores by 2022 is the market for all these fishes, crustaceans, and then you can think how big is the market of aquaculture? How many countries they are importing or consuming, so that such amount of money people spend to buy this product. This is one thing. Second goal, if we see the global fruits and vegetable market, like fresh fruit, fresh cut, canned, frozen, like this, not dried, dehydrated, etc., etc. You see the market and also the processing equipment. No? It is like about 346 billion US dollars, 26 lakh crores by 2022. So you see, this is also a very huge market. Okay, this is like a farm produce and also indoor farming. A good percentage is comes through the indoor farm. Okay, now coming to the main topic. No, so we saw that how much market is there. Okay, for the shrimp, fishes, and also for the farm produced thing. Now, what the globe look for is high quality food. Okay, even price is not the matter. Okay, and then traceability. Okay, if they can trace, like or disease free. What is the the people doing to make it disease free? Whether they are very sure that they don't spray pesticides. Okay, they use green farming procedure like that. The world looks for the quality foods. Okay, now integrating many of these concepts, can bring in agriculture revolution in India. As Professor Mani point out, though the West could doubt, but we have many brilliant scientists, okay, young scientists, and then a lot of NRIs are returning to agriculture. I see the YouTube videos or Facebook, you see that they leave the jobs and come. Even some IT people from Bangalore, they go to farms, start their own farms. Okay, so the population is turning to agriculture now. Combining many things, we can bring a revolutionize in agriculture. This is my talk. Okay, now 8 units, like the MAPA Biofarm has 8 units: shrimp culture, marine fish culture, macroalgae, mussel plus pearl oyster culture, rock culture at crabs, desalination unit, aquaponics, precision agriculture, vertical farming, plus aeroponics. It is different from aquaponics. Quality control and drip irrigation to open farms. Okay, so I try to take best practice being done in different parts of the world. Okay, and then try to integrate, because once it is done by in US or Indonesia or Japan, we can do that. Maybe license the technology. Okay, and we can do that. Okay, so if we adopt the best practice and bring everything together, then we surely make a revolution. Okay, now coming to shrimp culture, I was just searching. There is a Texas A&M or super intensive biofloc dominated, no water exchange shrimp production. In a raceway culture, they could get a shrimp yield of 9.5 kg per cubic meter. This is a very big yield. Okay, maybe it is like 50 to 100 times than the normal the open culture which we practice in India. Okay, 50 to 100 times. I don't want to extrapolate the number because unless you do it in a large scale, like 1 acre farm, only you'll know how much is the yield. But I know that from the current shrimp yield, at least 20 times the yield we can get through this super intensive biofloc dominated, no water exchange shrimp production. I've given the website here. You can go and see through the website and get more information. Okay, shrimp culture. Now, second is, okay, so what I want to tell is, we take the seawater, okay, go from shrimp culture, again filter the seawater, again it's all indoor, okay, go for marine fish culture, okay, filter seawater, good quality control, just all filtering all the bacteria, maybe viruses out, and then going for the marine fish culture. And here, this is a huge opportunity in marine fish culture. You see, mariculturable marine fish shrimps, which is done all over the world. About 14 to 16 varieties are there. Okay, which is very good market. Okay, like halibut, sole, which we don't do here. Okay, we don't know salmons and then Arctic char. Okay, this also As freshwater will come later. Cobia, I think only cobia we do, and maybe not tuna, but shrimp we do. Not much eel, but though maybe we don't have market for eel. Southeast Asian countries will have a big market for the eel. Okay, so culturable species is very big, and what we need to do. Okay, and now that will come a little in the later part of the talk. What we need to do. So now coming to the third unit, it is like macroalgae plus mussel plus pearl oyster culture. See, global market, micro market is like 2020, 18-20, for food segment to dominate global microalgae market due to nutritional value. Okay, C value in 2018 is 8,456 million US dollar, or 8.5 billion US dollar, isn't it? 1 billion US dollar is about 7,500 crores. Okay, so it is like 60,000 crores is the market for only for macroalgae. Okay, only for macroalgae is the 60,000 crore market per year. Okay, so what are they used for? Like a food, cosmetics, fertilizer, and animal feed. So, and though India we are not using, a lot of other countries. So now our aim is that think globally. Okay, so what are the products Japanese is using? What are the products Chinese is using? Why don't we produce and export to the market? If you can think and do it, okay, and there is the success or the revolution which we bring in. Okay, this is only for macroalgae. Okay, so now you see mussel. This is as a lot of market. If you see in Kanyakumari, now the mussel season is in the rock. We get farmers and the fishermen take it from the rock and then sell it. Even last week I got like 200 pieces. I was paying like 1,400 rupees for 200 pieces. This is culturable indoor. So algae come mussel and also pearl oyster. A good number of scientists from CMFRA has standardized the pearl oyster technique. So there is some gap. So if you can link and standardize that thing along with the mussel, okay, not the number won't be like mussel, but very less number, but it will be another way of income generation and for farming through the unit 3. So the water from unit 2 comes to water from unit 3. Sorry for the disturbance of the sound. Sometimes one of the factory will make the sound. Unfortunately, this time. Okay, so I just apologize if the sound is like disturbing. Anyway, unit 3. Then like this is the I was like only last month I saw the YouTube video. One Mattachan from Kerala. He in his backyard he has kept a tank and producing pearl. Okay, this is he told in just this is a freshwater pearl, not a marine pearl. Okay, I produced almost 50 buckets of pearl that will worth up to 4.5 lakhs. Give me 3 lakhs in profit. So if like I told you, CMFR has done extensive work. Only thing to the farm level or it has not come. Okay, so if you in this biofarm, if you are using their expertise only in such a backyard farm or indoor farming of marine pearls is possible with the expertise of our own scientists. That is the third unit, macroalgae, mussel and pearl farming. Now the fourth one, rack culture of crabs. This is largely done in Singapore. So here, like the water from this seawater, seawater from this the unit number 3 comes here and it is sprayed. Now, this is not cultured in anything. Just sprayed in the racks where the crabs are kept. So like this is a rack culture. You can see, no, it's a big crab. No, a lot of demand it has. With the latest technology, you can even barcode each crab. And if Star Hotel goes 10 end up in a Star Hotel, they can just scan the barcode and see all our production facility, how hygienically it is done, what are the disease management control we take, everything we explain it, and it's a global market. Once we do that, and with all GLP practice, good laboratory practice, this is can hit as a global product. Okay. Now unit number 4, unit number 5. This is a desalination unit. Okay, it's a about it can produce. No, the container facility 200 liters per minute. So the water from unit 4 is desalinated. Okay, desalinated through this unit and goes to the next unit. Now you can have very small desalination unit, very big desalination based on the plant size. MAPA Biofarm, you can have any size of the desalination unit. Okay. Now, now I go into the 6th unit of aquaponics. Before that, I just there are 3 aspects: no, hydroponic system, aquaponics, and aeroponics. Okay, here hydroponic system has two main parts: the grow bed. Okay, this is the grow bed and the reservoir. The reservoir contains the nutrient solution, the water mixed with the various nutrients that the plant needs in order to grow successfully in the media. The grow beds, on the other hand, contain the grow beds. This one, media, a couple be holding the plants. So this is hydroponic. Only water exchange through this grow bed, where not like soil. It's only hairy root. Okay, through this water will be keep on going and then circulating hydroponic. I am not telling it. Now this aquaponics, this is catching up very fast. Big farms are using it. It's a hybrid system that combines the best of aquaculture and hydroponic system. It looks like a hydroponic, but instead of relying on a main reservoir that contains nutrient solution, the source of nutrients will be live swimming fish. So here we have the live swimming fish. This water, because there will be nitrogen loaded, okay, and many of the minerals loaded, and then it will just circulate to the hydroponic system. So we go fish, plants in the same system. Okay, so this is called the aquaponics system. Now there is another system called aeroponics. Okay, so here this water from aquaponics is sprayed into the roots. Okay, so here the roots doesn't come like with water medium, but it's only sprayed. No, like aeroponics is a variation of hydroponics, but instead of using a grow bed filled with media, the plants are instead suspended with roots facing a sprinkler connected to nutrient reservoir, and also here the aeration. Okay, the aeration is given, an oxygen-laden aeration is given, and the water is sprinkled. So the crops grow 2 to 3 times their normal size, and yields are simply amazing. This is the quote I took from a aeroponics farm. Okay, crops go to 2 or 3 times the normal size, and yields are simply amazing. Now, this is I was searching the world's biggest aquaponics farm in the net. Okay, thanks to the search engines. I think the next Nobel Prize should be given to the people who devised the search engine. Without search engine, our knowledge is limited. Sometimes I used to think, now how best the search engine? You put it, it pulls down the information and brings it. Okay, thanks to the Google team and other teams who did the search engine. So here, this is you can see the size of a person. Here is the tanks which go the fish, and here's the racks which goes the like lettuce and other many other important. So now this is from Eden Works. Okay, it's a Brooklyn-based urban farming startup. Okay, CEO is Jansen Green. We built industrial scale ecosystem. Okay, industrial scale ecosystem to produce fish. Like this is the tilapia being produced, and these are the salad. Okay, how much they are producing in a 6,000 square foot system? It's not very big. Will produce about 1,80,000 pounds of salad green and tilapia for local grocery stores and restaurants. This is what we need to think. In India, how many cities are there? How many aquaponic units can be put like that? Okay, and how much by involving farming society and the farmers and like entrepreneurs, we can bring a revolution in this. It will be clean food. Okay, and also it will be eco-friendly. Okay, because it uses less space. Okay, lot of things we can do that. Okay, so now as I told you, the water, seawater turned into fresh water will be pumped into the system with enough quality control. Okay, so it will be fresh water from this MAPA system will have the fresh water coming. This is one example of aquaponics where green salad is grown inside the aquaponics. See how fresh it is. Okay. Now, the seventh one is precision agriculture, vertical farming from aeroponics. Okay, going through a lot of literature, I could see that the clean energy from LED lighting. Okay, so here these farms what will have on the rooftop the printable solar cells. So the energy we have 365 days or 300 days sunlight. So when these farms are put in a highly sunlighted area, the energy from the sunlight will be turned into very less power coming in LED lights. Okay, in the vertical farm. Okay, so like this is, I think, one here also the water sprayed. Okay, water is not circulated because vertical farm plus aeroponics. Okay, I think this is the best water nutrient spraying system, and you can increase the cultivable area by 5x. Okay, in 1 cent or 1 acre, you can have enough farm which can fill 5 acre in the normal size because it's vertical. Okay, vertical. You can think on that. Okay. Now, like this is some example of vertical farm. And this is not caught up in India. Now, I think many need to think, how best we can bring vertical farms or revolutionize agriculture. Okay, so I see here farmers, maybe they are not much educated. Okay, like in their 50s, 60s, but the wards of the farm, son and daughters, are educated, at least to the +2 level. Now they know how to use the cell phone, how to get information, how to watch videos in the cell phone. Okay, 12th standard, and if they're in the vernacular language, if a demo is given, this is how vertical farming, then 10 people can join together as a startup and go with the farm, or from the pilot farm, which we are going to, well, we train people and then send them to their own districts. Automatically they can do vertical farming with ease, because our people work hard and they are very intelligent. Okay, so the sons and farmers, as Professor Mani told, they are in IT, they are in biotechnology, they are in agri-tech, they are in marine tech. Only thing, we need to put all these people together in a group. A startup should have a youngster from a village, from management, okay, from IT, from robotics, okay, from marine science, from agriculture. If like a village is taken, just take them. Their degree is enough. Okay, their degree is enough, or their school education is enough. We train them. Okay, like group. So in a panchayat, if we take each panchayat 5 people from farmer's son or daughter, if we take and train them, this is going to revolutionize. Okay, automatically investment will come once the people are there and technology is very valid. Automatically investment will come into this biofarms. So here you see there, it's a Berlin-based Inform. Okay, raises euro 144 million during the pandemic. That's important, to grow largest urban vertical farming network in the world. Urban vertical farming. So they are raised rupees 1,252 crores. Okay, I think in a Series C routing, not the initial thing. Okay, so initially only angel investor will give only like 2 crore or 3 crore, then goes on. But this is an example. One industry is growing very well during the pandemic, and if investors are putting in Germany, okay, they put in US, they put in France, they put in India, they put in China. Okay, because the technology is valid, they are validated the technology, and you need this good produce or clean food without pesticide, and you need all over the world. So anywhere this industry will grow. So this is what the interesting aspect which you need to very clear. These controlled growing environments are connected to a central cloud-based farm brain. Underline the word farm brain, which gathers more than 50,000 data points through a plant's lifetime, allowing the platform to learn, adapt, and improve itself constantly, so that every plant grows better than the one before. This modular, data-driven, distributed approach, a combination of big data, IoT, cloud analytics, in addition to rapid growth at a global scale, sets Inform apart from any other urban farming solution. So IT people listening, like robotics people listening, you get my point, isn't it? This is possible in India, and only thing we need to tweak some technologies which is adapted to India. This is what we will be planning in the model MAPA Biofarm at Rajakamangalam, which we are planning to do. Because our IT people are smart. Okay, if you see going back and see the who were developing it, I won't be surprised. All this IT platform was done by some, at least partly by Indians along with others. Okay, I won't be surprised. Okay, so we have the people who can do this thing, which can, the system which adapts to Indian system. Only small changes, I think. Okay, so now now this water, no, from the 7th unit, the fresh water goes to open field. Okay, so pumps for drip irrigation. The normally what we do, the bigger plants which cannot be cultivated in the indoor farming. Okay, even banana. Okay, banana and other things, because we have 40 types of banana in our own district. We want to take that globally. Okay, so in good places where it can grow, we will tissue culture bananas through this MAPA Biofarm. We are planning to give out so that very specialized crops, if you go through this drip irrigation, good yield, good market. So seawater can be turned into fresh water for sure. 365 days. This fresh water can be pumped up to 10 to 20 kilometers or more than that with clean energy. Okay. Now this is possible. Okay, because this is already being done and standardized, and this is going to be repeated all the 8 units of MAPA. Now MAPA Biofarm will run on clean energy. Okay, one is printable solar cells on rooftop of all MAPA Biofarm. It will be like 10-acre facility with the printable solar cells. The energy will be converted into LED light and other motor operations or other things. When it is totally standardized for solar cells. Another thing which is coming up is cavitation energy engine. An Indo-US team is working on it. This is in technology readiness level of 7. I am involved in the promotion of this thing. Input is only water. Best runs on seawater, and like lot of heat is generated. The cavitation energy heat is generated. It will be turned into electricity. Then only you need nothing. The input is only seawater or water. So wherever we have excess seawater, we run it through this cavitation energy engine and get the enough electricity even for the cold storage. Okay, so this I not that these units will have a very good cold storage. Okay, which is to be protected by giving good electricity all the time. So the units will cold storage, so farmers can produce, then store the products, and whenever good right time is there, we can sell it globally, or it can go for like a food processing unit. Okay, with like downstream processing unit. So that's okay. Now now I turn to the last part of my talk, setting up along with the MAPA Biofarm pilot plant, a national facility for marine larvae, NFML at Rajakamangalam. So this is the beach, Rajakamangalam beach. We have 40 acres of beach belonging to CMST. A blue revolution has to take place. One is the seeds, no, the young ones of the fishes, lobster, and shrimp should be in plenty. Okay, if you have like 5,000 farms, daily millions of seeds you have to keep sending to them. So this is a good facility which is clean. Having clean here, like we have about totally about 5 kilometers. We have a beach of 1 kilometer in length, which is very pristine water and very good place for production of seeds, which can be disease free. And also we one is mandate is another. Disease is one of the biggest problem. Okay, so can you produce shrimp where a virus cannot attack? It's possible. Okay, so like knocking out of some of the genes from the shrimp where the virus can attack and penetrate. Okay, if you can produce a transgenic shrimp which where virus cannot attack. Okay, something like vaccination for us, no? Because why here a shrimp doesn't have a long-term memory, so vaccination won't work, but some other mechanism of preventing the virus from replication can work. Okay, such technology if you develop, then this is going to be a big thing which is supporting the whatever I'm trying to tell. Okay. Now, like 50 types of how many, like more than 3,000 commercially important fishes are there, marine fishes. Total fishes is about 28,000 species. We have marine fishes, 28,000 species. That important catches about 3,000 fishes. If we can produce larvae, young ones of 50 types of marine larvae, India will be a global leader. Okay, 50 types of marine larvae, if you can do that. Okay, now it's about, I think about 5 to 10. India produces 5 to 10. Okay, 50 types will be a global. Need to produce large quantity of disease-free shrimp, mollusk, and crab. This is the proposed at the National Facility for Marine Larvae at Kanyakumari. Before that, 1 2 concepts you need to understand. Something called technology readiness level. Before I explain the facility, what is technology readiness level? It is as 9 aspects. No, one is idea. Okay, prototype, validation, production. Okay, idea is 0, basic research 1, technology formulation 2, needs validation 3, large scale prototype 4, small scale prototype 5, prototype system 6, demonstration system, first of its kind in commercial system, full commercial application. These are the 8 TRL levels. Okay. To put it in another perspective, you have academia, collaboration, industry. Okay. Knowledge development, technology development, business development. So TRL 1 to 3 is knowledge development, 4 to almost 5, 6, 7 is technology development, 7, 8, 9 is business development. Whatever I told you, MAPA Biofarm, all units are in TRL 9. All these units already demonstrated, already done, already produced, already marketed. Okay, TRL. So there is no problem in bringing all these units together and integrate. Okay, no, there's no problem because it's all in TRL 9 level. Okay. Now coming back to the marine larvae, as you know, like 12 workable programs we have given, like production of shrimp larvae, 9 is reached. Okay, ornamental fish larvae, TRL 9 reached. Okay, cobia larvae, 9 reached. Seahorse and polyester, 9 reached. Okay, this is the first step which we produce in this national facility for marine larvae. This, to my knowledge, I know that it's a 100 crore business because seeds can be exported to different parts of the world. Okay, all these shrimp larvae, cobia larvae, etc. This is, I suppose, by 2024, a revenue per year can bring through for this unit 100 crores per year. Now there are other technologies which are in different TRL level. For example, captive maturation of monodon level, it's in level 3. It needs another 48 months for coming to TRL 9. This alone will get 200 crores because we are importing the mother prawn from US to India. Okay, importing large number of mother prawns, disease-free mother prawns from US and other countries, I think from Thailand to India. It's highly regulated. No, you have to get permission. It should be disease-free. Okay, and Venami, not only monodon, Venami, etc. is important. Now, like captive maturation lobster, it's in level 2, 16 months. Captive breeding of marine ornamental fishes, level 2, 72 months. Captive breeding of tuna sailfish, producing young ones, take at least 10 years. I have not put the budget for this, predictive budget for this. Once I know that's a huge potential. Okay. Now, like DNA vaccination technology for larvae, level 2, 72 months. One of our staff, Dr. Citrus, has trained in USA, Maryland University, and he has done on DNA vaccination. I know that enough funding is given and he can do that in like 72 months. Okay. Transgenic red, green pearl production, he can do again 96 months. CRISPR-based production of transgenic pathogen-free shrimp larvae is in level 4. It needs again another 120 months. And this is like our 700 crores or more than that. This the business of disease-free larvae or knockout larvae, which doesn't have the target proteins where this virus goes and binds and things like that. Okay, so these are the 12 work programs being planned at a national facility for marine larvae. And here, we have a faculty who are well, Dr. Michael Babu is shrimp larvae production is doing it. Okay, then like a scientist from like CMFR fish larvae and cobia larvae, and Dr. Lipton in seahorse, they have already done that. I know scientists in CMFR have already done that. We need to get the collective knowledge. Okay, just get their advice or bring the consultants into this thing, and they will train people how to do that. Okay, and also the different area. Now this is the aerial shot which I was trying to show in the first picture. I told where is CMST. This is the Arabian Sea. Originally we had 100 acres this land, about 1 kilometer. I have to remember Dr. Peter Marian, who acquired this land for MS University. He is the founder of CMST. Now, like 40 acres of this land, this area, is given to Rajiv Gandhi Center for Aquaculture. They started some work, but they put it pending. This is again a free area under Rajiv Gandhi. I propose that National Festival of Marine Larvae, this site, okay, if they agree, okay, or this site which belongs to the university. This is already because there are some plantations and things like that. Okay, if this site is free, then we do that. And MAPA Biofarm over here, about 15 acres we have here. And this is CMST, Center for Marine Science and Technology, which I was trying to show in the picture where we are, where we have our daily work. Okay, so MAPA Biofarm, National Facility for Marine Larvae site, and here we have another 1-2 setups also coming, and also a lot of contribution from Professor Lazarus to build this CMST, Professor Lipton, and maintain the land, and many things are there. Okay, so yeah, again in the facility which is opposite to CMST, like we have NFML resource lab, this is the National Facility Marine Laboratory. The laboratory is there, but we need the resource lab to do a lot of R&D. Okay, and then it will be a marine incubation center, startup center, convention center where we give the knowledge to the farming community, to the thing, and product exhibition center. This is also planned in opposite to CMST. This area. This is a 2-acre area. This is a 15-acre area. That was a 60-acre area. Like MAPA, like a NFML facility over. MAPA facility over here, which will be like something like that. Okay, NFML will be in the coastal region. Okay, now coming back. Okay, as it was the roadmap for doubling farmers' income, including increase in productivity of crops. Okay, so I just put the 8. Whether this MAPA Biofarm and NFML, this thing, whether we can do that here, involving farmer society. Okay, because individual farmers maybe few will come, but farmer society backed up by venture capitalists, scientists, and then pushing the startups. You can do that because this system, MAPA farm, addresses all these things. Increase in productivity of crop, yes, I explained that it will do that. Increase in production livestock, fish, shrimps, crabs, yes. Improve in efficiency of input use, less water, yeah, full-time water from full-time 365 days water from seawater, yes, good. Diversification towards high-value crop, yes. Improved price realization farmers, yes, because the team, which the produce will be venture capitalist team. They know the international market, where to sell it. Okay, so the good from the produce from the profit goes to the farmer society, which will be distributed because some farmers will be very poor, very less knowledge, but an equal income distribution because they are somewhere helped here like as worker, okay, or even a security. Okay, if you take a Panchayat Raja Kamgalam, about like 500 people will be involved in different farming activities. They'll be involved here. They'll be coming as daily wages. But apart from the daily wages, total from the income, a part goes to the society, and their wards, their children, which were graduates or +2 students, they'll be put in the different positions of production or training or marketing, etc. And it's all together. Okay, it's all together. I'm sure that these units will increase the farmers' income. Now, Blue Revolution by 2025, MAPA Biofarm. Okay, we have like 9 maritime states and two union territories where more than 1,000, once the pilot farm is standardized, 1,000 MAPA Biofarms can be put in. Now, this here, like all through the states, you can take water maybe 20, 30 kilometers in. But we have perennial rivers inside, a abridged version of MAPA Biofarm Green, I tell, where like omitting this number 2 unit, number 3 unit, okay, all others can be done. Even some of the shrimps can be cultured in a low saline water. Artificial seawater, anywhere in India, you can make like 100 tons of artificial seawater with fresh water mixed with a little bit of like salt. This can go shrimps. Okay, so even in Bangalore, I can challenge that I can make a shrimp culture ponds, this whatever I described biofarm, for consumption for the Bangalore people. So fresh shrimps, okay, and some fishes, even tilapia can be good, which depend on biofloc. No? The bottom feeders depend on biofloc, and they need very less salinity. Even like little bit, 5% salinity also, there's monodon grows well. Okay, so rack culture of crabs, just spraying water, we can put it. Desalination unit, you can put it anywhere. Okay, aquaponics, precision aquaculture, quality control. So, like perennial rivers, we have so many. On the side, if you put it, a good number of farmers can be involved, and the water can be like diverted for the finally to drip irrigation or to open farmers. 28 states, 9 union territories, you can get MAPA Biofarm Green. I think a little abridged version, not removing the marine fishes, which needs very intensive water exchange, etc. So like, so this is like, I think I am to summarize. Okay, to summarize my talk. Okay, and like we saw the one of the main agenda for government of is doubling farmers' income. Okay, and the 8 criteria. Then I just we saw like what is the market? Like about one is 18,000 crores and one is 26,000 crores. 44,000 crores is the market, which we can address. Okay, we saw that like how the biofloc based zero water exchange system can be used for shrimp culture, high yielding shrimp culture, then spraying of water to crab culture, then aquaponics farm. It can be put in any outside the city. We can feed the city with fresh vegetables and food. Okay, then vertical farm, one of the best. Then the clean energy for the MAPA biofarms, and we saw the technology readiness level of all these 8 units, which can be like integrated and put it, and only through a pilot farm need to standardize a few things, which then can be replicated. Once the standard operating procedure, maybe 100 standard operating procedures need to be standardized, and same operating procedure, if you're going, you can any number of times you can multiply it. Okay, then we saw that how this MAPA biofarm can address all the 8 criteria which is told in the doubling of farmers' income, and the prospects of bringing in a blue revolution in India. Okay, so I know like MAPA, I know all of us, if you remember mother Ma, father Pa. Okay, father is called Pa. Sorry, Pa. Okay, Ma and Pa. We'll never forget for our life, isn't it? Father and mother together. If you remember, I know you will remember MAPA. Thank you very much. Thank you from Kanyakumari.
Thank you, Professor Jnana Prakash, Vincent, for your very innovative and scientific and research-oriented, address. And before we, have your, summation, I would like to request and invite our Honorable Chancellor, Shri Kanwar Shekhar Vijayatra, to give his validity address. Before that, I would like to introduce him formally to the audience. It will take about 2 to 3 minutes. Shri Kanwar Shekhar Vijayendra is the co-founder and chancellor of Shobhit Institute of Engineering and Technology, Meerut, which is a NAC accredited deemed to be university, and also Shobhit University, Gango, Uttar Pradesh, which is about, this Shobhit University, Gango is started as a, junior college in 1927, and it has now become an university. He is a prominent social entrepreneur based in New Delhi and carries leadership roles in many organizations. He has been nominated as a co-chairman of National Council on Education of ASSOCHAM, the oldest apex chamber of commerce in India, for the year 2020 to 2021. Shri Kanwar Shekhar Vijayendra is a persistent advocate of initiatives for education for all, secular values, crisis management through diplomatic and peaceful ways, and globalized system of learning and harmonious coexistence. He has been instrumental in the development of a number of higher education institutes in North India, and including 2 universities, many research centers, and Ayurveda Medical College, and College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, and a 100-bed Ayush hospital. He is also instrumental for establishing 4 centers of excellence, namely Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies, Center for Informatics Development Solutions in E-Governance with E-Governance Standards-based approach, and Center for Industry 4.0 Technology Studies and Application to bring in technology to the rural development and agriculture development. He is very actively involved with a number of social organizations, acknowledging his contribution in the areas of education and other concern. He has been copiously honored and awarded. He has traveled widely in India and abroad to the countries like USA, UK, Germany, Australia, Russia, China and South Korea, Vietnam and Mongolia, United Arab Emirates, Mauritius, Rwanda, Uganda, and Croatia, etc., to participate in various professional, social, and educational activities. Shri Kanwar Shekhar is a passionate Gandhian, avid reader, keen learner, social speaker, occasional poet, and a dreamer. Honorable Chancellor, over to you for your valedictory address.
Thank you very much, Shobhit. On behalf of Shobhit University, I would like to congratulate and thank Professor Prakash for his wonderful work and wonderful presentation today. As mentioned by Professor Moni, Shobhit Institute of Engineering and Technology, which is a deemed to be university, through its centers, Center for Agriculture Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, and Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies, has taken up a task. And the task is, one, to create awareness about the importance of our farmers, what actually is happening in the world, what new technologies are available, and how we can support the most important community of the world, the farmers, to double their income. And if I look at today's topic, coming from the northern part of the country, where we have not seen oceans, we do not know what is sea farming much, it was very important to discuss on today's topic, which was integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture, MAPA Biofarms for income revolution in farmers. I was happy when Professor Prakash defined what is MAPA. If we actually take it seriously, Ma for mother and Pa for father, then the world will change. Because the mother cares and father provides us courage to do something different. And this is exactly what is required today in the country. When I look at one of the main mandate of the government of India is to double the farmers' income by 2022. No magic is going to happen. All stakeholders, even all those who use the facilities, the product, the produce of farmers, it means everybody, irrespective of anything, they have to come together and they have to see that how they can contribute to make it possible. We all are from academia. Universities have to come together. You are doing a wonderful job. I was really happy to see your presentation. What you are doing, your university is doing, your center is doing. It should not remain limited to that one university. I always say that in our national education policy and otherwise, we always talk that academia and industry should come together. I always say that in this country, in our country, it is more important that academia, they come together first. Because creation of new knowledge has to happen. Innovation has to happen. Entrepreneurship has to be developed. And innovation will start when we will refuse to live in a status quo. We'll say, no, it's enough. Now something new has to happen. We have to facilitate, we have to work for sustainable goals, maybe of the United Nations or maybe for this country. I always believe that we all have to change the word success with progress. We all are successful people indeed. Successful professors, successful technocrats, successful vice chancellors, successful promoters, educationists, entrepreneurs. But if our individual success is contributing in the progress of the society at large, in the progress of the nation, in the progress of those who really need it, this is what is more important. And I compliment Professor Moni that officially when he retired, he actually became more energetic and he started working more. He said, okay, I was paid to work for a few hours, like maybe 9 to 5, however, he was working for more hours. But now, as nobody is paying me, I will work 24/7 to pay back to the society. And this is exactly what we all need to do. The purpose of this particular webinar today is to motivate people that we can have MAPA biofarms in more than 200 locations along the barren coastal regions of India. We can develop that. It is a possibility, and Professor Prakash, you know better than me about that. The bigger idea is to have large-scale integrated MAPA biofarms in all 28 states of India by 2025, so that a considerable share of international market can be obtained by the trained farmers or rural youths. In our universities also, when we are teaching, generally the dream, the desire, the aspiration, what we are giving to our students is to get a placement. And in Shobhit, I always say, we will not place you, you have to place us. And please don't place in a company where you are working as a clerk, as a salesman or a marketing executive. Please place us where you are giving job to many more. And this entrepreneurship has to be developed in our farmers, in our rural youth. And this part, we, universities like yours, university like Shobhit University, we can do in a better way because we are not located in bigger cities, in metropolitan cities. We are actually sitting where universities must be, and historically they had been. So my thanks to both of you. It is not my subject, but as I mentioned when we were discussing before the start of this webinar, I am feeling more wise about the subject. I'm feeling, yes, we have to work together in this direction. And I must compliment again the centers of the university, because through the centers, Professor Moni is planning to establish one pilot MAPA Biofarm and a national facility for marine larvae at Raja Mangalam in Kanyakumari district. And more than double the income of farmers of that panchayat. It will be a model project. And maybe this project can in future can be replicated throughout the country. So I wish everybody, those who were listening to a wonderful talk by Professor Prakash, I'm sure that many of the young boys and girls, students, those who were listening, they will be motivated to work differently. Professionals, those who are here today with us, those who have joined us today, they will like to share some of their success to ensure that some progress happens.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their success contributes in the progress of the society. So, and I'm sure that it is going to happen. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Professor Prakash. And I am sure that this association, which is started virtually, will not remain an occasion. And we will be in position to work together with your university, with your center. Our centers will be working. And whatever way we can contribute to create new knowledge, to start some innovative thinking at least, and some innovative technological product we can have, we will be more than happy to join hands. Thank you, Professor Moni and Professor Prakash, for this wonderful webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, for your very innovative valedictory address and also giving a very good roadmap as to how the center of, both the centers to work together. And you also very nicely brought out issues that creation of new knowledge through academia. Academia is very important to work with academia and industry. And he also very nicely said it that, and taking the thread from what Professor Prakash said, it MAPA is a mother and father combination, and it is very important. And it is the reason for identifying this topic, and also with Professor Prakash, because I have been interacting with him for more than 5 years. And we thought that it is very important that as a concern, as a food items, and fisheries is value chain is very important. And I'm very happy with your with your involvement. This is the third webinar on the same topic on fisheries value chain. And even though, as you very rightly said it, that we are far away from the sea, we are very near to Himalayas, but fish is being eaten by all the people concerned. And it is now, due to the COVID situation, it is a big supplement for protein and so on and so forth. But it has got a lot of hidden value, wealth creations and so on and so forth, with the technology, applications and so on and so forth. And one such is that MAPA farm. It is a integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture. As you know that in agriculture we always talk about the crop culture and horticulture and so on and so forth. And a lot of technology has been worked on precision farming. But now on the fisheries one, it is also turning almost all the technology, and blockchain technology is very important. The salmon fish from Norway is being exported to throughout the world. And the fish from New Zealand with the traceability with blockchain technologies goes to throughout the world. And we have got, as very rightly said it by Professor Samuel, that, we have got 7,500 kilometer coastal area, and the wealth is lying over there. Convert seawater and get into the fresh water and bring it to the mainland and try to have a freshwater, aquaculture and so on and so forth, and MAPA green farms. I think today, it is very important webinar today, which can bring in, even though Professor Samuel said it, that it's about the 1,000 MAPA Biofarm in 9 coastal state and 2 union territories, and about 5,000 MAPA Biofarm in 28 states and 9 union territories. First one is with all the 8 units which he has described very effectively, and many of the research students can work on this. And then the MAPA farm green with the unit 1, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, and unit 7 in unit 8. It means that he has given a scientific and project idea for the entire India, starting from Himalayas to Kanyakumari, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and from Manipur to Kutch here in Gujarat. He has given an innovative idea, to create MAPA farms, which is within the reach through the, he has also very nicely said it, that involved, involve farmer society, venture capitalists, and startups. So he has given an idea for about at least 6,000 startups in the country with respect to the MAPA farms, and he's also given it that there has to be a national facility for larvae, marine larvae, it has to be created, and with the scientific research which is going on in his center, and it is one of the leading centers in the world, and association between the centers of excellence of the Shobhit University, which has committed to provide technology for agriculture development through informatics, through robotics, through nanotechnology, through genome and biotechnology, and so on and so forth. And the synergization between the 2 centers, between Shobhit University and Manoramaniam Sundarnar University, through the Center for Marine Sciences and Technology, it will be the need of the hour. And also to summarize appropriately, and Professor Prakash, you have done an, you have given, you have provided to the audience, both in India and abroad, and an innovative approach, operational approach, through startups, through the stakeholders' involvement, for operationalization. And nobody can doubt your innovative approach. And, you talked about very effectively that farming grows up through this innovative project. You talked about 8 units, which are all reaching in different, technology research levels, TRL level, and that both academicians, researchers, and industry, those who are viewing this program, will take note of it. And then you also talked about that it is an essential to bring in IT people, marine technology people, biotech people, agri-technology people, to form startups wherever it is necessary. So to bring back, and to establish cloud-based farm brain. This is very important. It is a new, coin, the words which you have coined today, that we have to have it, established cloud-based farm brain, and to achieve this precision agriculture in a very effective manner. Technology is available, and technology tools are available, trained manpowers are available, but bringing them together, synergizing them together to have operational project at grassroots level to make agriculture as a preferred career option isn't very important. Today you have given wherewithals and way forward for making agriculture as a preferred career option. Then also you talked about that how big data analytics, cloud analytics, and IoT can bring in very effective operationalization for the project. And then you also talked about that how printable solar cells can make revolution in the country, and it can be on the rooftop of MAPA Biofarm, and and you also said it that cavitation energy engine prototype design is also on the pipeline. It is also in the value chain, and in another very important thing is that if we are able to have 50 types of marine larvae in India, India will be the global leader. And this is you have built a cat, and then another one also you talked about it, that how to convert science into wealth. We have been talking in the agriculture that how to convert waste to wealth, but today through this lecture, through your effective address, you also brought it that how to convert science to wealth. It is and how to establish innovative value chain, innovative chain converting science to wealth. This can motivate very effectively and definitely many of the students from the information technology, marine technology, agriculture technology, and biotechnology, and so on and so forth. And you also compared with the roadmap for doubling the farmer's income. And this is the first presentation where you have mapped through this project, which you have talked about it, that how it is mapping with all the 7 categories of getting the doubling the farmer's income as per the approach paper of Niti Aayog, and that way you have done a wonderful edition of this webinar very effectively, and said it very nicely that involve farmer society, involve venture capitalist and startup. And you also given a clarion call that we should achieve blue revolution by 2020 through this MAPA Biofarm, and with the 6,000 prototype. In order to in order for the benefits of the audience, the 7 mission mode project, as suggested by the doubling the farmer's income by 2022, and the recent ordinance and the legislation can bring in at least one startup in every gram panchayat, maybe that 2.25 lakhs startups in the agriculture sector, to help 14 crore farmers in the country, to facilitate 400 agriculture commodities value chain, and also start up in 7 mission mode projects effectively. And today you have very effectively talked about one value chain, innovative value chain, startups, how to convert science to wealth. Thank you very much, Professor Prakash, for your innovative and very I can say this awakening address to many of the stakeholders in the country, comprising of students, researchers, faculties, and the farming community and stakeholders, industry people, that how fish can bring in a complete wealth to the people. So thank you very much for your participation and giving address, giving your innovative address in the national webinar series on doubling the farmer's income by 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you
We
very
will
much.
collaborate and, in all possible ways between Shobhit University and your center. Thank you very much. All the best. We'll close the webinar today. We'll leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.